Okay, first you're going to start by placing your tape at an angle so you can get a nice clean edge. And then also you want to make sure that you start out with a good eyeshadow base, whether it be Potion Primer or Shadow Insurance, whatever one you like. And then the first thing you're going to do after that is that you want to take your yellow base. Now I already have mine on, and what I used was Ben Nye's aqua color, and this one is Sunshine Yellow. And I used a flat brush like this and just kind of placed it right in here, but not going above my crease. And I'm going to take my CoverGirl eye slicks, and this one is Moody Blue, and I'm just going to lightly kind of draw a line so I know exactly what kind of shape I want. You can probably barely see it, but it's there. And you don't even have to do this step. I mean, if you have a steady enough hand, then you can easily just draw the line in with shadow and just blend it out. So the next thing we're going to do is that we're going to take our flat shader brush like this. I'm using a Japanese mini one. This one is 811. And we're going to start to use our face front blue pigment like this, and this one is Pam Bam Wow, and you're going to start to actually detail where your crease is. And you also want to make sure that this brush is slightly dampened, because you are going to have a lot of fallout under here. So what I suggest is leave this area blank and go back over it with your foundation. Okay, so that's about what you should have right now. Kind of like a slight kind of Cleopatra look right now going on with the blue. Then you're going to take your flat shader brush, this one's a little wider, and you're going to use MAC's Chrome Yellow for this one, and you're going to pack the color in on top of the Ben Nye Aqua color. Right, and then once you have the color packed in, you can kind of just blend it in upward toward the blue. Okay, and then next you're going to take your MAC 217 brush, and you're going to start to kind of blend out this blue part into your outer crease. And I like to do little circular motions. So now we want to make sure that instead of this line being right here, it kind of fades out. So you're going to still take your 217 brush and dip it in a little bit of the Pam Bam Wow, and you're just going to kind of help feather this out so you have a little bit more color, so it's not so much of this bold line right here. About that much. And still kind of buffing the color in. To kind of help meet the yellow with the blue, we kind of need the color to kind of help with the transition part. Because this is a matte, they don't really blend in too well with any kind of shadow that's a shimmer. So I'm going to take my 217 brush again, and I'm going to use MAC's Wonder Grass to kind of help with that color. And I'm just slightly sweeping it in. And then I'm going to do the windshield wiper motion. To help kind of fade out your crease a little bit more, you're going to take MAC's Fresh Water and your 217 brush, and you're just going to kind of do the wiper effect going this way. Okay. Now for our crease color, we're going to take our flat shader brush again, or whatever brush works best for you for your highlight, and we're going to use MAC's Amber Light, and we're going to apply that as our highlight. And you want to make sure that the amber lights kind of meets in a little bit with that blue. Okay, now to help accentuate the arch, I'm going to use MAC's Grain and just kind of apply it right here, and this will also help soften out the boldness of the amber lights. So we want to kind of intensify the outer crease part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my same flat shader brush and I'm going to use Red Earth's Blue in Storm Night. If you don't have this color, you can use MAC's Deep Truth. This will work just fine. And you're just going to take a very little bit, not too much, and you're just going to kind of work it on this outer V part. And you want to start down here with a yellow and then working up. And you can kind of press the color because you do have the tape there, so that way you'll still keep that same clean line. Alright, and then you're going to start working it into the outer V part here. And going in about 1/3 of the way. You're going to take your 217 brush and just kind of blend it in. Okay, now for our liner, I'm going to use my Ben Nye Cake eyeliner in black, and I'm going to use a really fine eyeliner brush. And when we line the eyes, we're going to kind of line it slightly extending outward here, and then with a slight cat eye effect here. So that's why I kept my tape, because I'm going to use it as a guideline still. And just gradually work my way over. Here we're going to line the bottom lash line. For the bottom lash line, I'm going to use Urban Decay's 24/7 in 0. And I'm going to kind of line the waterline first, and then I'm going to kind of do that edge right where my lower lash line and waterline meet. And then you could either take the Ben Nye Cake liner or your liquid liner and just kind of make sure that that outer part you extended meets in right here. So at this point, I don't really need my tape anymore, so I can just carefully remove that. And taking a liner brush, whichever one you have, you're going to start the first part out with lining with the chrome yellow. Just using MAC's Fresh Water. And it should meet right on up to the outer part here. Okay. Now this is about what you should have, and you can now finish up your look with mascara, or you can add false lashes.